Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about how I prepare my veggie garden bed. So this one I'm planning to grow beans in it. So I started working on it in Jan. So in Jan what I did was I used my spreading fork and I plunge it into the ground and then loosen the soil a little bit. And because I'm converting this area to a grass inside, so grass has a pretty strong root system. It's pretty hard to kill its roots, otherwise it will start growing again. So what I'm going to do is I'll loosen the soil a little bit by using the spreading fork and loosen it, apply some of this steer manure to it. So because the clay, the soil over here is a little bit clayish. So clay kind of soil, it retains water, and it's not very good. So once you add this manure, it loosens the soil structure. It disintegrates itself, and it becomes much looser, and it becomes a much garden friendly. So and then to kill it, what I did was I put a bunch of cardboard sheets over here. So look at this. Oh, so the grass is died. Wherever there was a slight exposure, you can see that the grass started growing again. But otherwise, the roots are almost dead, and this is pretty good to start working on it. So if you're preparing it new, you can still do it. You can probably take off some of the grass from the top part, and you can still keep going. So this, since I prepared it, the grass is pretty loose. And also, other thing that I do is I keep all my fall leaves, and I have a leaf mulch, and I put that in the mulch and make it smaller parts, and I just lay it on top as well. So that acts as a mulch. So it adds to the nutrients of the soil system. So this is at this point it's really good to go. It's pretty loose, and I haven't put any kind of a soil into this at this point. All I did was I killed the root system of the existing lawn, and that itself turned into sort of compost. And because I added manure to it, it is already loosened. You can see that from the clayish structure of the soil, it has become pretty loose and very garden friendly. And now I'm going to add another 8 or 10 inches of soil into this. Since I'm planning to do beans over here, beans is a kind of plant that belongs to legume family, and so it has a nitrogen bacteria associated with that, so it can absorb nitrogen from the atmosphere and it can feed it into the soil system. So you don't need a lot of kind of fertilizers if you want to grow a legume family, any of the plants, chickpeas or beans or any of these, any kind of pulse kind of vegetables. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put I bought the cheapest available soil from Home Depot and Costco, and I'm gonna put that and I'm gonna also add some of the compost into it, and I'm gonna give another layer of manure into the bed. So this is a 4x4. Usually when I prepare it, I give for every 8 or 10 feet, I give a bag of manure to it. So I'm gonna blend it, and then once I apply it, I'll be again mixing all the kinds of soils, mixing everything what I did over here. All right. So first I'm gonna apply one layer of manure into this, and then I'll be adding a couple of bags of any kind of a garden soil that you can buy. Buy the cheapest one. If it is for beans, just go for the cheapest, and the cheapest I can find is in Costco. It's a seasonal one. I don't know whether they still have it, but usually Costco carries it in the March April time frame, and that's the cheapest that you can get. Then I also add a bag of shredded paper into it. My son shreds it for me. You know, he makes $5 for making me a bag of shredded paper, and that's one of his favorite things now. Then I also add some of the compost into it, and then I have my planting auger tool, and I'm gonna mix all those things. So I'm gonna start doing it. After putting the shredded paper, I applied another layer of garden soil as well. Now, as the last phase, I'm gonna mix all of them. Alright, so we have mixed all kinds of soils, and then with the shredded paper, mix them all together. Now I'm going to level the ground, and I'm ready to put the seeds. Got this from the Seattle Garden Festival. I haven't tried the seeds before. I'm gonna give it a shot. Hopefully it works. Usually I just buy from Fred Meyer's or Home Depot, but I thought since I went for that garden festival and I saw the seeds, pretty good reviews, so I'm gonna try it out this time. Alright guys. Last time I put it as 1 feet apart, so that's what I'm going to do this time as well. The crop was pretty good last year, so I'm just following whatever I did last year. I just press the seed probably 1 or 2 inches into the ground, and my goal this year is to be self-sufficient in beans. So I have one more bed that I've planned. The 2 beds that I'm adding this year are exclusively for beans. All right. So we mixed all kinds of soil, and then we put shredded paper as well. So shredded paper is especially good in the initial days of the seeding, because it will keep the moisture and it will help to grow the seeds faster, and it will disintegrate itself eventually. And earthworms, they love it. So altogether we are pretty good. Only thing that I left is I need to put water, and then we're done, and let's see how it goes this year. All right, thank you guys.